Hi, my name is Michael O'Brien, and I am the Vice President at Chatham Place, which is the assisted living community on the campus of Mary Wade in Fairhaven, section of New Haven. What I'd like to do today is to share with you our philosophy at Mary Wade regarding life enrichment and programming for our residents, what our focus is, how we create programs, activities, opportunities for our residents that will enhance their lives, keep them engaged, and keep them living a healthy and active lifestyle. So our focus really is on the well-being of our residents. We incorporate a multi-sensory approach to activities, encouraging cognitive stimulation, emotional well-being, and also creating very important opportunities for socialization, physical engagement, and the continuity of lifestyle. So built very much into the mission of Mary Wade is our philosophy about focusing on healthy living, life enrichment, lifelong learning, and social engagement. And today I'm going to share some of the programs, activities, services that we offer that are really focused on providing a fulfilling and meaningful life for those who have chosen to live at Mary Wade. So our approach to senior living goes back actually 157 years. Mary Wade has had a very important role in the Fairhaven section of New Haven. Doors opened again 157 years ago. And Mary Wade has evolved over those years to respond to the changing needs of older adults. Today, Mary Wade offers the only full continuum of senior care services in the greater New Haven area, providing quality, compassionate care, compassionate senior living, and services that promote the wellness for our residents and older adults in the greater New Haven area. So as a full service provider of senior living services, we focus on a person-centered model of care, meaning that we tailor our programs for life enrichment, for programming, for lifelong learning, all focused on the individual resident. Certainly there are group activities, there are programs that engage many of the residents, but we really want to make sure that we know our residents, who they are, where they came from, what was their career, tell us a little bit about their family, and tell us a little bit about their interests, their hobbies, things that they'd like to do to maintain a full and active lifestyle as they live in our community. And so today I'm going to review some of the programming activities that we provide across our continuum to demonstrate that importance of meaningful activities and, most importantly, the engagement in the lives of older adults. So I want to share with you some of the examples of effective programming that we have implemented over the years. And when I talk about the Mary Wade community, we have many levels of living and care on our campus. So we are a nursing home with both short-term and long-term care. We have a rest care home. We have an adult daycare center. We have a rehabilitation program, and we have a memory care and assisted living community, as well as senior housing for those 55 and above. And so all of our activities, all of our programming is centered around meaningful engagement for all of our residents, regardless of what level of care they may be in. And the focus, again, is on the holistic picture to meet their social, their emotional, and their spiritual needs. And we do that in a variety of reasons, again, with a real focus on finding meaning and purpose in one's life and tailoring our programs to those individual residents. So one of the very important goals on the Mary Wade campus is for us to provide person-centered dementia training, the IME Connecting Heart-to-Heart program, in partnership with the Alzheimer's Resource Center, to provide training, to provide the tools, to provide the resources for all employees on our campus. And this is not just our clinical team. This also encompasses our employees in the recreation and programming team, our dining team, our housekeeping and maintenance team, as well as our management team. Every employee is mandated to attend this program, a two-part program, again, to learn the tools and resources to work with our residents to make sure, again, we meet their needs and, more importantly, exceed their needs. So we've talked a little bit about memory care and the programming and what our team does, particularly with residents with memory care, dementia care, is to provide those programs that really have value and importance in their lives, recognizing that meaningful activities will really to help them as they deal with changes in their lifetime. And it's really essential that we recognize the vital role that meaningful activities play. And that means we try to learn and develop programs and create memories and tap into memories of our residents to get the best results and most meaningful programming. So I want to talk a little bit now about some of the therapeutic programs that we have in place. I'll start first with our program in aromatherapy and mindfulness. And I think all of you are probably aware that aromatherapy and mindfulness play a very important role in providing opportunities for relaxation, improving the overall well-being. Many research has showed that incorporating mindfulness practices into one's lifestyle and daily routines can reduce anxiety, depression, lower blood pressure, improve sleep. And these are all very important activities that our team uses with our residents. We also utilize with aromatherapy 6 essential oils that have created some really purposeful mindfulness and relaxation. Things like lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint, lemon, tea rose, orange grapefruit, and so forth. The other program we have is a pet therapy program, and we have partnered with organizations to bring in their service animals to engage with our residents. And I think we all know that spending any time with a pet, a dog, a cat, etc., creates tremendous amount of joy and also helps to have a positive effect on the body and the ability to negotiate and regulate the mood, sleep, and appetite. These are some of the more enjoyable programs that we do. We're a very pet-friendly community all throughout the campus, and when these animals come in, it puts a wonderful smile on our residents as well as staff. So always a very big hit. Another area that we have an awful lot of fun with is our cooking programs, where we do not only interactive cooking with our residents, but also cooking demos by our wonderful chefs and culinary team. And these are a lot of fun. It's really very exciting to watch our residents really come to life when these programs are put in place. We all know that there are so many therapeutic benefits to cooking, and in terms of sensory awareness and all the things that happen with that cooking experience in terms of the aroma and the tactile sensation of preparing ingredients and the sounds, the sizzling sounds of food cooking. And we aim to stimulate all of the 5 senses of our residents. And what I really like about this program is that our residents sort of come to life when they get there with the chefs, with all of the ingredients to start cooking. And in many ways, they take over. They tell the chefs to get out of the way. This is our kitchen. We know what we're doing. And it really brings them back and evokes some of the wonderful memories that they had with family traditions, family parties, and just the joy that cooking gave them. So I would say that this cooking, because of the interactive nature of this program, this kind of therapy, this activity, really helps our residents with their mindfulness, bringing back wonderful memories, bringing back joy, and we love doing those kind of programs. We all know how important social engagement is, and it certainly came very much to light during the pandemic when we recognized as providers of senior living that isolation is debilitating. So all of our focus on health and wellness is really focused around preventing decline in our residents, managing chronic stress, focusing on the mind, the body, and the spirit, creating enriching experiences, allowing our residents the opportunity to re-engage in a community setting, to embrace new opportunities, to meet new people, create new friends, and really get engaged to improve their overall health, their overall well-being. And we've had, in fact, we've had relationships that have developed from some of this social engagement. In fact, one couple met in our community and eventually wound up getting married, which you'll see in one of the videos that will be upcoming. Now, also, besides social engagement, one of the areas to me that I think is very, very important for all of our residents is the concept of lifelong learning. I think all of us really want to stay engaged, want to continue to learn new things, to grow, to maintain creativity, curiosity, and a sense of self. And at Mary Wade, we are very fortunate to be in the city of New Haven and take advantage of all the incredible cultural, educational, entertainment activities, athletic activities, the dining scene in the New Haven area. So our residents, many of our residents are able to benefit from these wonderful opportunities and to really keep their minds sharp, engage in these lifelong learning opportunities. We have many excursions where we take our residents to places like the Yale British Museum, the Sterling Library, the Beinecke Library, the Schubert Theater for symphonies, for programs, the Boathouse. We've done a whole bunch of excursions for cultural and educational events. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the dining opportunities. And our residents love to get on our vans. We have a wonderful transportation system that takes our residents out on trips and excursions, dining opportunities. And of course, our residents love to go for a good New Haven pizza at one of the many wonderful choices there are in town. We also have gone to athletic events, and we've created a wonderful partnership with the Yale women's soccer team. And it's one of those wonderful intergenerational programs where not only do our residents come to life by being around younger people with a lot of exciting things to share and to talk about, but the students have also really benefited from that program. And in fact, we also have a wonderful partnership with a volunteer group on the Yale University campus where a group of volunteer students come in every Saturday and do programming. They call it the Nourish Project, and they do programs with our residents, again, interactive, intergenerational, and they do talk about, how to use a computer, how to use social media, how to deal with wellness activities, and they do, look back in time at some, fun movies and TV shows and things from the past. So that's been a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for our residents to interact and engage with younger people. And of course, healthy living goes with all of the activities of wellness. And this is beyond just the physical health, because we do have programs for exercise and activities, but it's that total person health concept of focusing on what's important in terms of how do you stay active, how do you make good decisions, how do you make mindful food decisions, how do you ensure that you're getting proper sleep, how do you ensure that you're reaching out when you need healthcare services and support from our team. So all of these activities are very important for engaging in a healthy lifestyle and an active, engaging life. So we've been talking about life enrichment and the opportunities to continue to grow, to learn, to encourage creativity and to encourage creativity and personal growth, and of course, to stay active, healthy, and engaged. And our team spends a lot of time making sure that we're staying up to date on all the latest information, the latest research, the latest opportunities to engage our residents, using technology to our advantage, using technology to help our residents do things like take trips to Italy or take trips to Spain or Ireland or go back in time and watch old TV shows from the 40s and the 50s. There's some remarkable technology that's been introduced into senior living. I think as the techies have found out that there's a huge market for seniors out there, and we try to use that technology, adapt that technology to benefit our residents and to have them have an opportunity to not only to learn new tools, but also to have a lot of fun. So, and we take it also down to the more simple level where we have a puzzle group, and this is a group of residents who sit around and find a way to use making puzzles as a fun and social opportunity. There are a lot of important things that happen when somebody is doing a puzzle in terms of focusing on concentration, decreasing stress levels, and also problem-solving skills. And what's really important at Mary Wade, and again, a very important part about our mission and our philosophy, is that we want to actively engage our residents in all aspects of their life within our communities. This is their home. They've chosen us. We take that responsibility very seriously, but we want to empower them. We want to know Are we meeting your needs? Are we exceeding your needs? Are there programs, services, activities, trips, dining opportunities that we are providing that you want us to provide? So I think, my advice is to always tap into your residents, empower them. Don't just go with a standard program, we're going to do this each and every day. Let's make sure our residents have a say in everything that we do, and make sure they have a say in making sure from a quality perspective those programs are purposeful, they're meeting our residents' needs, and that they're measurable in terms of the impact they're having on the lives of our residents. So today I've shared with you some of the things that we do at Mary Wade that we find to be very valuable to enhance the quality of life for residents throughout our continuum. As I mentioned earlier, we focus our efforts on the individual resident because obviously residents all have different needs, different expectations. We have residents that are in their 50s, and we have residents that are in their over 100. So we want to make sure that while we have group activities, we also have tailored, individualized programs that really address what the residents need to live a purposeful life. And if we do that, and if we do that right, we create not only peace of mind for our residents, but we also create peace of mind for their families. They know they're living in a community that's focused on not just caring for the residents and their health needs, but caring for the holistic approach to the concept of wellness. Everything that's important from physical, mental, social, and so forth. These are all very important aspects, again, built into our mission, built into the training programs we have for all of our staff, so again, that they have the tools and resources to make sure that they're addressing the needs and delivering programs and services that will have a very positive impact on the life of the residents who have chosen to live at Mary Wade. So let me share with you 3 wonderful examples of residents who have really thrived as a result of the active engagement and purposeful activities on the campus of Mary Wade. So let's meet Marilyn. Marilyn is a resident at Chatham Place, our assisted living community. But Marilyn came to Mary Wade a little over 2 years ago and was a resident in our nursing home, in our long-term care setting. She had suffered some health setbacks and required to be a resident within the nursing home. So she spent 2 years at Mary Wade, but as her health began to improve through rehabilitation, through active engagement, through the wonderful care of our nurses, we reached a point where Marilyn was able to relocate from the long-term care setting into assisted living. This is a remarkable accomplishment and really related not only to the care and support we gave her, but to her resilience, her desire to get back to life as best she could. So after 2 years in our nursing home, she came over to our assisted living community. She's now been there for 2 years, and she has become a very active member of the community, engaged in all aspects of life. And despite some lingering anxiety about her ability to sort of reintroduce herself into daily activities, she has gone on excursions. She went to a Yale women's soccer game. She goes on trips. She has become kind of the life of our community, an active member of just about every committee at Chatham Place. She has become the president of the Residents Council and the unofficial mayor of Chatham Place. And so I think her story is a wonderful testament to determination, encouragement, and courage. And it shows with a very supportive program, very supportive opportunity for involvement within her community. Marilyn is now thriving as an active member of the Chatham Place community.
Hi, my name is Marilyn. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. And when you get to your soccer game, beat those Bobcats, Bulldogs. Congratulations again.
Okay, so now let's meet Howard. Howard is a wonderful resident at the Chatham Place community. Howard had a very distinguished career in the New Haven area, lived in New Haven for many, many years before he retired and went down south. But as his needs changed, Howard felt the need to find a community that could help him to live comfortably, to live safely, and to meet his care needs as they may change. So Howard had been at one time on the board of directors of Mary Wade. So he remembered the planning and the conversations about someday introducing assisted living into the Fairhaven section of New Haven on the Mary Wade campus. So Howard came to Chatham Place, moved in just about 2 years ago, and has been a wonderful member of our community, a very active member of our community. Howard is a renowned bass soloist who thought he'd never perform in public again due to his age, and soon discovered that he had the ability to wow the audience at the Yale women's soccer season opener on August 27th of 2023.
Singing the national anthem, performed today by Mary Wade resident Howard Foster.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now let me introduce you to Rita. Rita came to us just about a year ago when she was not doing very well. She arrived in a very fragile state. She was under hospice care. She was confined to her bed. Her family was really struggling to find the right setting that could care for Rita as her needs were changing. And so when we met with the family, we said, we can help. We can help to meet Rita's needs, give you a sense of safety and security that all of her special needs will be met. And through the dedicated efforts of our programming team, of our nursing team, Rita began to not only show signs of thriving, but also a desire to be actively involved in programs and activities, a lot of encouragement, a lot of support from our staff, a lot of support from her family, and remarkably, she graduated from hospice, which is a term that hospice loves to use and always feels very good. And she has become sort of the life of our memory care community at Chatham Place. She loves to sing, she loves to dance. Her health has improved remarkably. She's up and around and walking and active, participates in a lot of the programs, whether it's musical or whether it's just activities of daily living. She delights in dancing and singing and has been a real joy to our community, a real favorite in many ways of our residents because she brings a smile to everybody that she impacts. So I can tell you there was incredible sense of joy for our staff to see this resident who came to us bedridden, now up and around and actively engaged, to see the gratitude, the profound gratitude that her family has for this remarkable turnaround. But it's a real testament to what we've been talking about today, to the power of connection, the power of engagement, the compassion that our staff shows in trying to foster an environment that will help residents, remind residents that they still can do things that they thought they couldn't do. They can still find joy and happiness in programs, services, and their fellow residents. And she is one of the great stories of Chatham Place and Mary Wade. And again, the value of these activities in life enrichment, life engagement that I've been talking about today. So thank you.
Through many days